Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and in this video I will be explaining one question from InterviewBit series, and that is from array chapter. So this question is basically little bit of maths and little bit of array concepts. So in this what we are going to do, we are given an array of integers and our task is to find two numbers, that is a and b. Now what this a and b means is, a is the number which is missing from these integers and b is the number that is twice in this array. See, the number given to us is the read-only array of n integers, that is from 1 to n. Okay, just remember that if we have given n integers here, that means if we have given 5 integers, so the integers are from 1 to n, and in this integers there is exactly one element that is missing and there is exactly one element that is repeated twice. So we have to find the missing element as well as we have to find what is the number that appears twice in this array. So this is our task which we need to do. Okay, so let me explain how to do this. See what we have. If we calculate the actual sum from 1 to n, that is 1, 2, 3 and so on, then it should be equal to the sum of these array integers. See, the array integers which we have given to us are, let's say, array of 0 plus array of 1 and so on till array of n. So these are the sum of integers which we have given to us. Like if we sum all this will be 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 5 11, 12, 13, 14. So this should be 14, and this is sum of first 5 natural numbers, that is 15. Okay. So actually what is the case is, if we have actual sum of 1 to n is 15, then it should be equal to the given sum minus the number which is repeated twice plus the number which is missing. See, just understand this equation. See, we have sum of 1 to n, that is equal to the sum which we have given in this array if we sum all this element minus the number which is missing from this plus minus the number which is repeated twice plus the number which is missing from this. So if we see this is the valid equation according to our condition to find a and b. But if we represent this as actual if we represent this as 1 to n sum, and if we represent this as actual sum which is summing of all the elements, then the formula should be 1 to n is equal to actual sum plus a minus b. So this is the first equation which we got. Okay. But in this case we have two unknowns, that is a and b. To solve two unknowns equation we require at least two equations. Okay, so to form the second equation we use the concept of squares. If we square it out of the numbers from 1 to n, then this is equal to the actual square, that means squaring all these numbers and summing up, plus a square, that the number that is missing, minus the number which is appearing twice. So this forms our second equation. Okay. So if you see this is basically equal to, if we convert this equation, then this should equal to 1 to n minus actual sum is equal to a plus b, and this a square minus b square should be broken into a plus b and a minus b. This is the formula of a square minus b square. So if we broke down into this, then this should be equal to 1 to n square minus actual square is equal to a minus b divided by a plus b. So this is the first equation, this is the second equation. So these two, with using these two equations, what we are going to do, we are finding out a and b. So if we solve these two equations, we find out what is the number that is missing, which is a, and what is the number that is appears twice, that is number b. So if this math is not clear to you, repeat this video again and see this concept before going to or jumping to the code. Okay, so I am erasing it now and I will show you how to code this. Okay, see, this is pretty straightforward and simple if you got it correctly. Now this is our code which I have explained you. Here actual sum represents the sum of the array, sum of elements of all the elements of the array, and sum from 1 to n is the actual sum from numbers of first n integers number, that is from 1 to n. Okay, now what we are going to do, just iterate in a loop, and whatever is the value present in this array, we adding that values to the actual sum one by one, because in actual sum at the end we have all the elements sum in this actual sum, and sum from 1 to n is simply 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on, so that is I plus 1. So here what we have, we got actual sum and we got sum from 1 to n. See, I am writing that equation again here so that it will be not confusing to you when I am explaining the code. So I write it that we found out two equation, that the sum from 1 to n, that is sum 1 to n minus actual is equal to a minus b. This was the first equation which we got and I explained you. After that, what we need to do, we need to find the squares of the solved number. See, we simply apply the formula here, but there may be a chances, or there are many several questions in which we need to handle the overflows. So to handle the overflows, we need to correctly see how to execute or how to solve this equation. See, if we have these two variables, actual sum square and sum of 1 to n square. So without using any formula, what we are going to do, we just iterate in over all the loop, and I have showed you that a plus b is equal to sum from 1 to n square minus actual square upon a plus b. This I explained you. This was the second equation. So for this particular term, what I am doing is, I am this was a minus b, sorry, this was a minus b and this was a plus b. So what I am doing is, I am sequentially adding these values of actual sum square minus sum from 1 to n square as and when we are iterating over all the elements. We are not doing this at once because there may be chances of going on overflow condition. Okay, once we got a plus b with this term for all the elements, we are dividing it with a minus b, because this is also one term. So with a minus b we are dividing them. So in the a plus b we have this particular term, and in the a minus b we have this particular term. So we have these two equations, and once we have these two equations, what we are going to do, we just simply take two variables a and b and solve this particular equations. So this is pretty straightforward. If you see it, it's clearly solvable. Okay, after that, what we have, once we got the solution, we simply put our solution in this solution vector, which I have took to store our answer, and once it's done, we are simply returning that solution. So with the help of these two equations, we solve this question straightforward, but without these two equation concept, it will be very tough to solve this question. Okay, it will not be tough, but it will take more time and space complexity. So hope this question is clear to you. If it is not clear, drop down the comment and we will help you. Thank you.